Chair, ladies and gentlemen, and especially John Dubois. God, didn't I couldn't pronounce that name before? I was doing it the African way because it's got that S, so you know how I was pronouncing that name, isn't it? Now I'm not going to pronounce it. But anyway, yeah, John, John, when he came here, I like the fact that, because sometimes especially for first speech, not so many of us gave our first speech. I remember my first speech, I don't think I was humorous, but John started off with a bit of humor, and that kind of relaxed the audience and especially himself. So, especially for first speech, instead of saying, I couldn't think of a topic to talk about, so he felt he's going to be narcissistic and spoke about himself. And for me, talking about choosing a topic when you first start, I think that's a great topic to start with, because then I think it takes off the pressure because it's your first speech here. So talking about yourself, who knows you better than yourself? So that was a great topic to start with, the life of John Dubois, obviously, because then that's sort of funny. The other thing I liked about your speech was like, first and foremost is that you were confident. When you came up here, most of us, when we have our first speeches, we, remember held on to this lecture, but John put it to the side, and then it just gave him that space to he didn't have notes, so to just talk about his life. So that was great. Not only that, for first speech, I don't know about you, but most people have seen in their first speeches, they're all over the place, but John's speech was just chronological, from when he was born and took us all the way through to his adulthood. Even if it went away, I can still see a picture. I could probably now talk about John's life because he went into, it was so chronological that even a 2, 3, 4-year-old would actually say to go through it and explaining John's life to anyone else. Talking about gestures and body language, we obviously saw that there were loads of gestures when he came forward, used the space really well. Again, I think that helped because he didn't have the lectern, so he wasn't hiding behind the lectern, so we could see his whole body language. So the other one I wrote here is, the conclusion was great, especially for the first speech. The fact that John came to talk about his life, I didn't see that ending. I didn't see it coming to that conclusion. So the conclusion was great because it was thought-provoking, it was educative. What he said to us, you don't have to live a life that you'd like to live, not what others expect you to live. So for me, I thought that was a great conclusion for someone talking about their life and ending it like that. That was absolutely fantastic, and I'm sure everyone will remember that conclusion. So what would I recommend to John? So one of the things, not many, especially for first speech, one of the things I picked up is, I don't know, but you kept rubbing your hands, your fingers, so I don't think, especially knew what you were talking about. I didn't feel it did, most of the time that comes up when you're lost for words, but this was your story, so all you had to do is just tell us your story like you did, but maybe because it was at the start you kind of rubbed your hands, but anyway, that's something minor, so for next time, just watch out for that. Also, I would have loved to see more eye contact. For some reason, I don't know, because you knew me or you knew, what's your name again?
Oliver?
Yeah, so your cousin, you gave him so much contact. So next time what I would recommend, John, remember that eye contact you gave to Oliver, if you give it to the whole audience, that would just bring that speech all to the next level. You tended to concentrate, maybe because you Oliver and me as well, but if you could have eye contact to the entire room, that would be great. But overall, the speech I personally believe that speech was absolutely fantastic, especially for a first speech, and I look forward to seeing more. Well done, John. Thank you.